Now, Connecticut's only all-weather show. This is First Alert Weather Extra.
Well, mice are really scurrying about this summer, and First Alert meteorologist Jill Gilardi shows us.
In this evening's edition of Wildlife vs. Weather, one of Connecticut's smallest and sneakiest neighbors is taking center stage. This curious little mouse has found the perfect hiding place and seems perfectly content to pop out whenever it's time for a snack. Well, tucked away near the corner of my house, this little mouse has discovered a safe place to call home. For much of the day, it stays hidden from predators, but every so often it cautiously pokes its head out to investigate its surroundings before nibbling on anything edible it can find. Now, mice are naturally curious animals, constantly sniffing, exploring, and searching for seeds, grains, insects, or other small morsels. Their whiskers help them navigate tight spaces, while their excellent hearing alerts them to danger long before they can even see it. That stop-and-go behavior may look timid, but it's actually a survival strategy. Every trip out into the open carries a risk from hawks, owls, snakes, foxes, and even, neighborhood cats. Now that it is officially August, mice are already taking advantage of the abundance of summer food. While it may still feel like the height of summer to us, many small mammals are beginning to prepare for changing seasons ahead, locating reliable food sources and learning where the safest shelter can be found before cooler weather eventually arrives. Watching this little mouse peek out, grab a quick bite, and disappear back into cover is a reminder that even the tiniest backyard residents are constantly balancing opportunity with caution. Sometimes the smallest wildlife stories can be, the most entertaining. So the next time you notice a tiny nose peeking out from beneath a shed, a stone wall, a corner of your house like mine, take a closer look. You may be watching one of nature's smallest survival experts. And if mice become an unwanted visitor around your home, consider avoiding rodent poisons whenever possible. Hawks, owls, foxes, and other wildlife often feed on mice, and those poisons can move up the food chain, harming the very animals that naturally help keep mouse populations in check. Simple prevention, like sealing entry points and removing food sources is often a safer solution for both your home and Connecticut's wildlife. Back to you.